What's going on, everyone? So I decided to make this video today because I've been trying to get my clients to foam roll forever now, and I've shown them how to do it time over time, and they won't do it unless I make them. So I decided to also make this video to show my clients and you how to foam roll, do self-myofascial release properly the right way, step by step. That way you and they have absolutely no excuse to say that you didn't get your foam rolling done and it's my fault. So I'm going to show you how to foam roll, and what we're going to focus on today is the key movement points of the body. And what that means is we're going to focus on the areas that probably impact your movement the most, and then I'll do a few other areas as well, focusing on the most important areas. So all you really need to do this is a regular foam roller. Now, I'm a big fan of vibration, so I have a vibrating foam roller that I'm going to use because it feels a lot better, and it's probably 10 times more effective with the vibration. Stimulates circulation, lymphatic fluid. It just is amazing. And I also have a vibration ball, which is useful for getting in deeper. You can also use a lacrosse ball. And for areas that are tough to get, let's say like your inner thigh, or just areas that are uncomfortable, maybe you don't like to use a foam roller because the positioning is weird for the body. The handheld Hypervolt from Hyperice is really nice as well. And you'll also see I have a power plate back here that I also use for some deep stretches. Really nice for the hip flexors, as well as just sitting in a squat position to open up the hips. It feels amazing. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to use. We're going to focus on the foam roller today, but know that if you need to get in a little smaller area that's deeper or harder to get, go ahead and use your lacrosse ball or the, what is this thing called? Hyperice, the Hypersphere, okay? Or the Hypervolt gun, okay? So what we're going to focus on first is, and I'm going to just go ahead and turn this on because it feels a lot better, is the glutes. So we're going to start with the glutes here. You're going to shift your body weight to the side. I'll go ahead and show you this side. And you're going to roll from the top of the glute near the hamstring. You're going to do what's called needling, which is a forward and backward motion. And you're going to roll all the way to the bottom of the glute up near your lower back. Now, you don't want to roll on your lower back, just get the entire glute. And if you want to intensify it a little bit, you can bring your leg up like so. It just changes the area of focus and adds a little bit more pressure. So you're going to do that on both sides. And if you find an area that really it hurts, you're going to want to roll on that area back and forth, a little bit above it, on it for a little bit, and then right below it. Okay? So glutes is a major area. Next major area is the hamstrings. And if you want to add pressure, just cross your leg over. And again, we're going to be going back and forth from the bottom of the glute, back and forth, all the way to before the kneecap. Okay? And areas like the hamstring, you could probably get in a little bit deeper. So you might want to use something a little bit smaller, like the Hypersphere for that. But just to show you how to do it, I'll do that. And the same thing for the hamstring. You'll probably be able to go a little bit deeper with not the hamstring, the calf. So you'll probably be able to go a little bit deeper with the calf here. So you're gonna roll forward and backward. And this might be a little bit challenging for some of you. It takes a little while to get used to not only the pressure and the pain, because it's a little bit uncomfortable, but also just having to move your body in the position back and forth. Might be a little bit tough for you. You might have to take some breaks. That's fine. Take your time. The next area we're going to do is the IT band. Now this area is really can be very painful, especially in the beginning. So you can do this a couple different ways. So I like to start off with my leg. The IT band connects from the knee all the way down to the femur here. And I like to angle my foot, point it up just a little bit, so I'm trying to roll below the IT band. And you're going to start up from the hip here and roll back and forth all the way up to the top of the knee. All right? And then you can also go and try and get below the knee, below the IT band or above it, and point your foot down just a little bit. Because going right on the IT band and having your foot perfectly out just really hurts. It's good to do, but you also want to work the fascia above and below it, so it's not a bad idea to kind of alternate the angle of the IT band. So I'll just show you from the other direction just so you can see exactly how to do it. So you're going to have your leg crossing over that leg right there. Use both hands, and you're just going to roll all the way through it, okay? And the next area we're going to focus on today is the teres major. So this is up by your lats. You're going to start the bottom of the armpit, and this one doesn't need a lot of pressure. I can already feel the kind of the pain already, so you're not going to have to use too much pressure on this one, and you're just going to kind of roll back and forth all the way through, and try and focus on leaning back just a little bit on it, and then you'll feel your lats on this one. Now this is a really important one for your shoulder health, as the IT band is for your knee. It's important to have loose lats, as it affects your shoulder mobility and range of motion. And I definitely highly recommend that you get a vibrating foam roller if you can. I used to use a regular foam roller, and it just, not only does it not feel as good, but this is actually a lot more effective. So another area you can do is your deltoid. It's a little bit awkward here, but you're just going to roll from the top of the deltoid down. But it really feels good if you're sore, or if you just did like shoulder day or whatnot. And on this one, you can actually lean back just a tad and try and get your rear delts. So you can get your rear delts, your lateral delts, and then your front delts if you get the top here like this. And those are going to be the main areas that you're going to want to focus on. And you can use the ball to get in deeper, or the percussion gun to get kind of weird areas, like let's say that are tough to get with the foam roller, like your biceps, forearms, triceps, even your lats if you want, if it's kind of too much pressure. Otherwise, the foam roller works really great. So now that I made this video, you have no excuse to not foam roll, because I just showed you the most important areas to foam roll, and I want you to do it, and try and do it almost every single day if you can. I want you to stretch and foam roll, stretch and foam roll every single day.